What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt Shoot Live. I'm pumped about today's episode. I've got two products from a company that I have never used any of their stuff. I've never reviewed any of their stuff. I have a red dot sight. I have a laser and flashlight made to mount on a weapon. Both of these items are from a company called Pinty, P-I-N-T-Y. I think I had seen their stuff probably on Amazon before, but I had never got to use any, and they sent me these two items. So I'm going to talk all about them. I'm going to tell you all the specs. I'm going to give you some of my initial impressions as I've been messing around with them. And then I'm going to slap these on my weapon, shoot it a little bit, and I've done these sights are hard to test because I'm not going to have it for a year and then be able to tell you, oh, here's how this thing has performed. I'm going to put it on my weapon and get it sighted in, and here's how I'm going to do it differently. After I get it off of my weapon, after I've sighted it in, I am literally going to beat the piss out of this thing. I'll show you, I'll video it all. I'll smack it all over this table, both ways. We'll smack it on all of its sides and put it back on my firearm, and we'll see if it holds its zero that way. And then I guess you can be the judge. These are very inexpensive items. Even if you decide you like them both and you want to buy them both, it's not going to break the bank at all. So, that's what we're going to do today. Let's talk about the specs. We'll start with the red dot first. So this is a 1x20mm red and green dot sight. It was sent to me by Pinty, but it says Hiram on the side of it, H-I-R-A-M. And I noticed on their website, when you look at all of the pictures that they have of this particular red dot, they have no pictures of this side of the item. So I found that very interesting. And again, Pinty is the one that sent me this. So this is, I went to Amazon and I typed in H-I-R-A-M, Hiram red dot, and what do you know? This thing popped up. So you can buy it. You can follow my link to Amazon and pick this item up. You can go to the Pinty website, pick this item up. Put the Amazon link and the Pinty website link in the video description. You look at the specs on the Pinty website and the specs on the Hiram on Amazon, and it's the same thing. So I'm really not sure what's going on there because I couldn't find Hiram on their website. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Let me tell you a little bit about the unit. So as I said, 20mm red and green dot sight. It's just a 1 power magnification. They say that it's a 4 MOA dot. There is no way that this is a 4 MOA dot. This is a little bitty teeny tiny dot. So I'm going to say 2 MOA dot. You can increase the intensity, so you've got 7 different settings for your green. You've got 7 different settings for your red. It comes in this box. Got a little bit of a padding on the inside of it. You get the unit itself, which comes with this bikini type lens cover. Get your instruction manual, a cleaning cloth, a battery for the unit. It does not have a battery in it, but they do provide you a battery to put in it. This is the CR2032 battery. And then it comes with the Allen wrench for making your adjustments when you're sighting it in. Now you can see on the unit itself, on the right hand side of the unit is where you put your battery. That is all that does, is that it's just a battery compartment. And then on the right hand side you also have one of your adjustments for sighting it in. On the top you have the other adjustment. Now your controls are just simply 2 buttons. You have one button, pressing either button one time turns it on. And the one in the front is green. The button in the back is red. So front button green, back button red. So you hit either one of them and it turns it on. You hold either one of those buttons, it turns it off. You have to hold it for 2 seconds and it turns it off. Now something interesting about this, it does have a memory, but let's say that I have it on red and I turn it off. If I hit green, it doesn't come back up on the red. It turns green on. So it remembers the last setting that I had green on when I touch green. When I touch red, it remembers the last setting that I had red on. This does not have an auto off feature. So if you leave this on, it's just going to stay on. It does have, in addition to the 2-second hold, you can hit both of those buttons. You can hit the red and the green button at the same time, and that does turn it off. And that's pretty easy to do. It's not like you have to have it perfectly synchronized. That turns it off as well. So it's probably easier to turn it off to hit both buttons. As I mentioned a minute ago, you have 7 different intensities for green, and it certainly does get brighter as you hit it. And then you also have 7 different intensities for your red. It came with the riser. I do like the riser. That way I don't have to plaster my face to my AR. But if you don't want the riser, then they also include this regular low mount. You can swap that out and mount it directly down on your weapon. Now, very cool advertisement anyway, but they advertise that it is both waterproof, fully waterproof, and it's also fully shockproof. The Hiram or Pinty red dot, it weighs 5.4 ounces. The adjustments on this thing are 1/2 inch at 100 yards, so each click is 1/2 inch at 100 yards. So I will, in a moment, I'm going to slap this on my weapon and get it sighted in, and then I'll beat the crap out of it. The Pinty laser flashlight combo, again, I will put a link to this product in my video description. I like it, just from playing with both of these so far. I like this way better than I like the red dot. Not that there's anything wrong with the red dot, it's just like most other red dots that I've tried before. But the laser and the flashlight combo is really, really cool. Laser seems to be very powerful, and the flashlight is definitely pretty good too. So you will see that there is, on the top of the unit, there's a little bitty master button. So the switch, when it's up, is off. If you want to turn it on, you just press that switch down. So, and then that kind of makes it flush mount with the top of the unit itself. Now there's on-off buttons on either side of the unit. So if it's mounted on your gun, on the left and the right rear side of it, there's a button. It doesn't matter if you push them both at the same time, or if you push the right one or you push the left one, it doesn't matter. When you push either of those buttons, you're turning the unit on. Now on the back of the unit, it has a switch, and you can either have it on the laser and the light. You can flip it to the middle and it's just the laser. You can flip it to the right and it's just the light. I will show you all right now. So here is, turn it on, there's the light. Flip it to the middle, you got the laser. Hope you guys can see the laser. And then if you flip it to the other side, all the way over to the left, you got the light and the laser. Light and the laser. And they work really well. There it is. It's really bright. Now they do advertise online. You get multiple hours of use if you're just using the laser. You only get about an hour, hour and a half if you're using just the flashlight. Then it says the battery life, if you use the light and the laser, is only 30 minutes. So 30 continuous minutes if you're using the light and the laser at the same time. And even though that doesn't seem like a very long time, I don't really know why you would need it on all the time. And so really 30 minutes of continuous use is a pretty good amount of time. It takes 3 CR batteries that I've not heard of. It says CR1/3N. It's a 3-volt battery. It takes 3 of them. And you just drop it right here on the side and screw the cap on. So I'm not sure how common those batteries are, but I would imagine you can find them all over Amazon. The adjustments for it, the left and the right, is right here on the left-hand side of the unit. Little tiny Allen wrench, which they include, and then the up, of course, is right on the top center of the unit. Without further ado, let's slap the red dot on my gun, I'll sight it in, and then I'll beat the crap out of it. We'll put it back on my gun and see if it's still sighted in. And after that, I will take some time to do you guys a favor, and I'll read you some of the Amazon reviews on the red dot and on the laser. So stick around. Okay, we got her sighted in. I'm shooting about 25 yards right here. Let's beat the crap out of it and see if it's still sighted in. Hit it on the side a little bit. Okay, was it 20 inch-pounds? Oh yeah, it's still on. Still works pretty dang good to me. So there you have it. I don't think I could have beat it any harder, and it held a 0. That's what I wanted it to do. I did need to make a correction, and because I said that it did not look like a 4 MOA. When I got it outside at a little more distance, 25 yards, it did show up much fuller of a circle. I would not say that circle at 100 yards is 4 inches, but I don't know. I'm still going with 2 MOA. I'm going to go with the 2 MOA on that, but it's definitely not a huge circle. You absolutely could shoot at 100 yards or shoot at a groundhog at 100 yards, and you wouldn't have any problem putting it right in its head, I don't think. Of course, again, though, this is only one power. You don't have the magnification to really be able to do that zoom kind of work at 100, but either way. So I told you I was going to read you some reviews. I'll save you some trouble just because I know these unboxing things with these unboxing reviews with sights, it's tough. If I had them for a year, I could tell you a lot. I've not had them for a year, so it's not going to be the case. So what I will do is I'll do some of the dirty work for you, and I'll jump on Amazon and I'll read some of the reviews. Well, it's faring pretty well on Amazon. So out of over 1,000 views, almost 1,200 views, it's got 4.5 stars. People are saying that for brightness, it's a 4.2, value for the money, 4.2, and accuracy, 4.1. Overall, 4.3 out of 5 stars is what the rating is. Let's look at some of the top reviews. This guy gave it a 4-star. He said it works great. Have several on different ARs. For the money, they work quite well. This dude gave it a 5-star, said the best bang for the buck at a low cost. And somebody else said worth every penny. Somebody else's first red dot, no regrets. We got one guy here who gave it a 3-star. Let's see what he said. Better options out there. It's a decent red dot. Brightness is pretty good, but it doesn't wash out in the sun. Solid construction. Doesn't hold 0 very well on a 5.56. So now he put it on his airsoft rifle. Well, I didn't take but just a few shots out there, 10 shots maybe, but I did beat the crap out of it. I hit it way harder than what it's going to recoil, and I also hit it on all different sides many times, harder than it's going to recoil on that 5.56 I was shooting with there, and I didn't have a problem. So I have to wonder if maybe it is a lesser expensive item and he just happened to get one that wouldn't hold 0. I don't know. This guy gave it a 3-star. Let's see. Minor changes by the manufacturer would make this much better. He was wanting extra securing screws. He was wanting which way to turn the windage and the elevation turrets in the instructions. Unless you can use a magnifier, you can. This guy's a little nitpicky. I did not have any problems doing any of those things. Since there's 1,000 reviews on here, let me just see. We got 64% of people are saying it's 5-star, 18% 4-star, 10% 3, 4% 2, and 5% 1-star. So let's see these 5 people. 5% of these people? What are they saying? This guy bought 3 different ones, and he's saying they're all trash. This other guy says the dot was very blurry and foggy, pretty much unusable. That was not the case with mine. Mine was not blurry or foggy at all. It worked quite well, what little I shot it. This guy says that it's poor quality control. Bought it a few months ago. Wouldn't even get it to turn on. Green would turn the red on, and red would turn the green on. Obviously, I didn't have that problem either. This guy, let's see, not a fan. I've sent his back twice. Screws won't stay tight. Even with Loctite, it still wobbles. It's a standard Picatinny mount. Mine did not wobble at all. I did use 20 inch-pounds to tighten it down. Certainly that would cause it to lose zero, but he says he can't get his to stop wobbling. Mine did not wobble at all, so I wondered if he has a standard Picatinny rail. I'm not sure. This other guy has ordered multiple units, and he is saying get another one. This guy says it's just no good. It won't hold zero. This person said it stopped working after sprinkling in the rain. Too good to be true. Red dot's crap. BB gun quality only. And it goes on from there. So, you know, I don't know if you've ever read reviews much online, but I can tell you this. There's no product that I've ever bought that didn't have a bunch of people saying stuff like that. Now, so don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's good and bad in everything. I will say, you know, that's 1,200 reviews. 5% of them were the lowest star rating possible. 4% were 2 stars. 5% of 1,200 is only 60 people. So 60 out of that many people. And if you include the 2 stars and the 1 stars together, say 9% of the people, that's only 108 people. So about 100 people out of 1,200 people had a pretty low review on this product. It seems the same as all of my other red dots. I don't have anything negative to say. It doesn't stand out from the rest. Now, the laser. I really like the laser. I thought that was really cool. I've not had a whole lot of those. Let me look up some reviews. All right, we got 407 reviews on Amazon for the laser. 3.9 out of 5 stars. Looks like 56% give it a 5-star, 14% give it a 4-star, 10% at 3 stars, 6% with 2, and 15% with 1. So again, you've got the vast majority of the people saying that it's pretty good. One of the guys, let's see, we got a 3-star because the battery went dead. You can't use your holster with it, but buy a different holster. Doesn't fit as advertised. I'm not sure it'll fit it fits a standard Picatinny rail, so he must not have had Picatinny rail. Let's go to some of the negatives. Oh wow, this guy's review gave me a reminder, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this a minute ago. It advertises a strobe mode when you look it up on the website. Now, the directions do not tell you that it has a strobe mode, but the website mentions that it has a strobe mode. I even looked on the website at the directions for the strobe, and I could not get it to do it. It said hold both of the buttons on the side, I think, or something like that, and it would not do it. So this guy is also complaining that there is no strobe mode. So I'm not sure. I'm having the same problem. There is no strobe mode, or at least I'm too stupid to get it to work, and apparently this other guy is too. So you just got the three options: a flashlight, a laser, a flashlight, and a laser. That's it. Just a regular flashlight. No strobe mode. Let's go to some of the bottom reviews here. This 15% were the 1-star. Let's see what some people are saying. This guy said he failed one time and it stopped working completely. This guy said it stopped after 3 days of working. It won't turn on. This guy said that it overheated and didn't work. Felt like it was going to blow the gun up in his hand. I've not had that happen. Stopped working within the first few days. It didn't fit his Taurus. Again, guys, this is a standard Picatinny mount. So I'm sorry if your gun doesn't have a standard Picatinny mount, but that's what this is. So several people have mentioned that. That's not their problem. This fits a pick rail. If you don't have a pick rail, it's not going to fit. Very old batteries. That's pretty easy one. Just buy new batteries. Let's see. Used a bore sight 20 hours every time. Laser gets knocked off. You had to reset it. Rip off. So anyway, same kind of stuff. So not as overwhelmingly positive as what we had with the only 10% total of the red dot were in the bottom 2-star categories. 15% of the laser were in the bottom, but that doesn't erase the hundreds of positive reviews that this had. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was more helpful than what mine. Normally I wouldn't have read any reviews at all. I would have just gave you an unboxing and shot them a couple times. But hopefully that helps a little bit to inform your decisions. Follow the links in the video description if you want to read more of the reviews on Amazon. I'll put the links for both of these products there. They're extremely inexpensive. You can pick up both products for under $100. And Amazon is almost like Walmart. They'll take anything back. Maybe even if it's probably have crap smeared all over it, and they would take them back. So just as long as you're within that date range. So pick them up, shoot the crap out of them before the time goes out, and see how they work for you. But seemed all right to me. Especially, I like the light laser thing. That was really cool. I will play with that a lot more. Appreciate you guys for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was informative and it can be useful for you. Be sure, guys, before you leave the channel, to go to my playlists. I've got tons of playlists with not just product reviews. I've got hunts. I've got gun reviews. I've got how-to videos, lots of stuff, pellet rifle stuff. A lot of people love the pellet rifle stuff. So please check out the playlist. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Become a part of the Hunt, Shoot, Live team. Appreciate you guys. God bless you. We'll see you next time.